But you gotta love. Fish. Fish. Day of Judgment. Just mono white control. That's not good enough. Uh, Left a third land. That's not me. I'm all the way up. 29 lands, by the way. Where do you get? Flash Aura. Sheesh. Plummeting.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in. The start of the G League regular season begins right now as the Rio Grande Valley Vipers visit the Texas Legends. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we are live from Bristly.
MP and Trace combined using a running mate. Quick plays.
Go Texas.
The Legends have been getting better and better lately. The rise of Wilkes and Tyler have made them a threat for the regular season.
And on the Vipers side of things, a lot of change since the Winter Showcase as they overhauled their roster.
Well, something wasn't quite working for them, and they didn't hesitate to make wholesale changes. They've brought in MP from Delaware, and they've also added Trace Miller to the mix.
What a roster shakeup it's been for the Vipers between the Winter Showcase and now. They didn't have a great first half of the season, and they made some changes.
We'll see an overhauled lineup for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Fresh faces, MP and Trace Miller sliding right into that starting five. And looking at the starting five that the Texas Legends will send out, what a season it's been for Wilkes and Tyler. They really are the engine of this team. And the big move for the Vipers was trading for MP. They're hoping he can fill their needs.
With the way that MP turned things up in the Winter Showcase, he's clearly the type of player the Vipers need. It's a big risk, but they seem to believe MP is a guy that was being held back on that Delaware team.
Shot clock at 2. Pulls it. The shot by Smith, no good. And tonight's game, a bit of a rivalry, Brian. A little north versus south action in Texas.
Well, you think back to all the battles the Rockets and Mavericks have had, the two parent franchises for these teams. It's hard to ignore all that history anytime two Texas teams decide to tangle. How's that for a tongue twister?
And Miller finishing it off.
Along with MP, another new face on RGV is Trace Miller. They brought him in to help strengthen this team's offense.
And what I like about Miller is that he can fit into any offense. As the son of a coach, I think the game just comes naturally to him, and he should have no trouble adjusting.
And that one's good. The Vipers also able to add Matt Smith to the roster for the regular season, Brian. And Smith is a G League vet and a strong shooter.
Well, Smith is a great guy to add to a team like the Vipers. Very grounded, knows his role, the type of player that helps others reach their full potential.
Three-pointer Waters. That's in there. Wilkes with the assist.
Balancing the floor for this offense. Waters dials one in from distance.
And here's MP from the arc. Texas grabs the miss. Tyler outside. Beasley. Great D that time from Ellis. Now about 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. MP outside. Miller. Back to MP. Good trace to MP. High-level teamwork. And tonight, the first game of the regular season for the Texas Legends. This team finished their group stage well, and they're hoping that that can carry over to the regular season.
No reason not to. And with the way they came alive back in December, the fans here in Frisco love their Texas Legends, and you can feel the energy here for the home opener.
And dunk by Miller.
Finishing with authority. Plays like this show just how much confidence Miller has in himself.
Well, without a doubt, the centerpiece for the Texas Legends is the duo of Wilkes and Tyler, arguably the best tandem in the G League right now.
They are so fluid and potent together. It'll be a tough task for the Vipers to slow them down. Since they started playing together, their bond has only grown.
Trace and MP playing keep away. And it's MP missing.
Even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
Now here's Beasley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Tyler outside. Here's Hawkins. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, nice work inside from Hawkins. Love the aggressive attitude he showed right there.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, Miller.
Just restrict the way you play.
And dunk by Miller.
He can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Yeah, fans are disappointed. You see him?
Well, I think he did plenty of damage. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard, just the same if you ask me.
That one's off. The Vipers making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. Got it up. And that's not gonna go. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Valley Vipers.
Really have to play 2 G League seasons.
And the first. And the Legends call time here. The Vipers making a switch here. Texas trailing.
Tonight marks the third meeting of the year between Rio Grande Valley and Texas. They played each other a couple of times in the group stage of the tip-off tournament.
And they split those meetings, but you can throw all of that out now. The overhaul of the Rio Grande Valley roster was so extensive, this might as well be the first meeting between the two teams.
Rejected by O'Brien.
Using that 6'11" length. O'Brien with the block.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Cox. The first one falls. The Legend is making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. We're now around a minute and a half into the second quarter. And here's MP. Pass to Holland. Back to MP. The 3 is up. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Shooting on pure instinct. The moment the ball touched his hands, MP knew exactly what to do with it.
To the paint. Shot's good by O'Brien.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
Now MP. 7 points in the game. Pass to Miller. Cox.
Motherfucker.
No good with the triple.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Parsons with the steal. MP outside. And he makes good on the layup.
Using the screen, MP gets the space he needs and takes it himself.
Tyler outside.
Friends.
Pass to McCaw. Wilkes. O'Brien the screen. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
Motherfuckers.
Down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. The Vipers making a switch here. McCaw outside. Pass to Tyler. Down low. Beasley, no good. The Vipers with the lead. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And he comes up with the deuce.
2 physical points from MP, showing off some of that weight room work.
Outside Wilkes. McCaw. O'Brien inside. Covered by Parsons. O'Brien, no good. Here's MP. 11 points in the game. Outside Cox. That falls. Nice feed that time from MP.
Well, just a sweet 3 from Cox. Good job finding that look out on the perimeter.
No good again that time. Now here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Defense had good position, but MP just out-talented the defender.
Here's Beasley. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that made shot.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's MP. Ooh, no luck on that one. Tyler outside. Banked in off the glass.
It's so hard to contain him. He gets it done however he has to do it.
And the first half now in the books. The Valley Vipers on top, leading by 9. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And now the third quarter about to get going again.
His positioning, his mechanics, everything about his shooting was on point in the first half. It was some impressive efficiency for a G League player.
His tenacity on the offensive end really can't be overstated. He did everything in his power to get himself really some easy looks.
Wilkes with it, now guarded by MP. Back to Wilkes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
Well, hey, you got to give Wilkes credit, right? He doesn't back down from getting fouled when he's on his way up.
And so he hits both. MP with it. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of those 12.
I love what we're seeing from MP here tonight, showing he can take over.
Back to Wilkes. And it's Ellis with the rebound. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. Oh, Trace with the bucket off a nice pass from MP.
A nice screen from Miller, which set him up for a bucket.
And here's Hawkins. Tyler the screen to the inside. Oh, and the dunk by Tyler.
Didn't do anything fancy there, didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Solid player.
Yeah, but Blake, there was some style there. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
It's MP missing. Hawkins outside. Beasley. Wilkes from long range. Miller pulls it in. Rio Grande with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. To the middle. And Miller finishing it off.
Well, that's a clean pass by MP in the pick and roll, showing his ability to run the offense effectively for his squad.
Back to Wilkes. The kick out to Waters. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's tough work on the glass by Beasley, using his size to track that one down.
Pass to Miller. And Miller finishing it off.
You got to be kidding me. Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
And why not? A nice way to pad the lead right there.
Let's all go to New York.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm all in.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Well, credit to Tyler for sticking with it. He didn't let the foul stop him cold.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the inside, Miller. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's the kind of effort you love to see inside from Miller, fighting off the defense so effectively.
Here's McCaw. Parsons pulls it in. And the Vipers with the ball. A 12-point game. Here's MP for 3. And the Vipers, another tray.
Wow, MP going deep into his range. You don't see that often here in the G League.
Tyler with it. Picked up by Miller. Here's Wilkes. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
Well, you don't see that too often. The fadeaway shot when he's wide.
The Vipers making a switch here. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. MP outside. Poked loose. It's stolen by Beasley. Here's Hawkins. And the jam by Hawkins.
Explosive. Good to see Hawkins get a little mean and finish strong.
Here's MP for 3. The Vipers with another miss. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Tyler. Over Miller. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Vipers with the lead. Now MP. The Vipers with another miss. Tyler outside.
Oh, that was awesome. Relishing the chance to make the big play. You can tell Tyler enjoyed going on the attack there.
Back to MP. And Beasley with the block. Three-pointer Waters. The shot is good. Tyler making the play.
Put the ball in Tyler's hands. Let him make a play.
Screen by Miller. MP outside. And Beasley with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Vipers as Rio Grande retains possession. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Texas trailing. Tyler outside. Pass to Wilkes. It's Beasley, high post. Hawkins outside. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Wilkes. Takes the 3. And it's Ellis with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. Here's MP for 3. And the Vipers, another tray.
It takes focus to pull up off the bounce. And as we know, focus is no issue for MP.
Vipers on D. And it's Wilkes again missing. Here's MP. There's a screen by Ellis. And here's MP from the arc. That doesn't go either for MP. And so it's Texas with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Oh, and it's blocked by Miller. MP outside. That's it here in Frisco. It's a winning debut.
It's an exciting time to be a Vipers fan as MP, the newest acquisition.
bad.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our broadcast of G League Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, and I'm joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's the Rio Grande Valley Vipers hosting the Westchester Knicks.
And so far, the Vipers have looked like an energized team after making a plethora of trades. They've even brought in Ben Crawford after his 10-day ended in the NBA.
And you know, Tim, that's a nice addition for the Vipers, who've been enjoying the play of MP and Trace Miller. But Westchester will be a tough opponent for them.
Well, the Knicks are very steady in how they can attack a team and the way that they play. The Vipers have a lot of added firepower, but the Knicks, they've got a strong core that doesn't get rattled.
Well, the roster makeover of the Rio Grande Valley Vipers continues. And as we said, they've brought in Ben Crawford from the Skyforce to help bolster their offense even further.
Checking out the starting five for the Westchester Knicks. Whitney and White in the backcourt have been doing some work with the way they've shot the ball lately. And looking at the group that Coach Mitch Lee will send out to start things off, very different from what we saw from the Vipers in the tip-off tournament. Now here's Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Ellis. And what a get for the Vipers to bring in Crawford. I mean, he's shown he's an NBA caliber player.
You look at him, he's got great natural scoring instincts, even if times he can look like he gets in his own way a bit too often. You wonder how all these new faces will blend together, but so far, it has not been a problem for the Vipers.
And if you watch these Knicks play this season, you have to be impressed with the way they've run their offense.
I mean, they're always calling plays for each other, and so much of what they do is timing-based. When they are clicking, the Knicks look like a well-oiled machine.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes both. And the Vipers with the ball. And here's MP from the arc. Good on the triple.
Look at the range. MP proving he can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
And for the Westchester Knicks, this game marks the end of a long road trip through the South. I mean, that can be a brutal stretch for the team, but they've done well. They've held their own.
Yeah, the Knicks have done a good job of going 500 on this road trip. That includes the 3 Texas teams plus a stop in Oklahoma. But all in all, I'm sure they would love to end it with a win here tonight.
The Knicks trail. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Great D that time from Ellis. MP outside. Clock at 6. Pulls it from the elbow. And the shot no good, a bit short. And the calendar being where it is, 10-day deals are readily available for NBA teams. Several players might get called up for short stints.
It would be a great time to get hot if you're a G Leaguer. Any NBA team that is suffering from injury woes can sign a player to a 10-day contract and give them kind of like a mini tryout.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
Trace with the bucket, and what a pass from MP.
That's the kind of effort you love to see inside from Miller, fighting off the defense so effectively.
Back to Brooks. Neely. Pass to Oakley. For 3. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
Well, hey, Oakley can hit the 3-ball when you give it to him. Hopefully, that serves as a lesson to the defense.
And here's MP from the arc. Another 3 for Rio Grande.
And with the new faces on the Vipers, you wonder how Coach Mitch Lee is handling all of this. It's quite the test to get a new team really in the middle of the season.
For Coach Lee, he has to be happy given all the offensive talent this team now has. There's definitely going to be hiccups early on, but all of these guys know how to score, so they're going to find a way to make it work, believe me.
Now here is White. Here's Brooks. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, when you're 7'2" like Brooks, you should be aggressive inside. Nice work there.
Miller, no good. Whitney outside. Pass to Brooks. Over Ellis. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And so the first quarter. And a new group getting ready for the Knicks. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now here's Whitney. Pass to Brooks. Over Ellis. The shot by Brooks, no good. The Vipers with the lead. Here's MP for 3. And it's Brooks with the rebound. Now here's Whitney, covered by MP. Brooks, high post. White outside. Back to Brooks. Over Ellis. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Here's MP. He's now made half of his 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
We're tuned into the one-man show in this one. MP carrying the load and scoring it very well.
Pass to Brooks. Neely. White, left side. From deep, Whitney. The shot, no good. Parsons up top. That's good, and it's MP with the dime.
I like that. Parsons going to work from point-blank range.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Pass to Neely. Neely drawing the double team. Fires for 3. White, and that's good.
Total confidence in his jumper there. White did not hesitate, and that's something NBA scouts like to see.
MP up top. Guarded by White. Ellis from deep. Good. First shot, first basket.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Brooks. 8 points for him. Nails the baby hook.
Well, listen, at 7'2", 290 pounds, even the most physical of defenses usually can't stop Brooks inside. A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
White outside. Neely. Pass to Whitney. Over MP. And it's Whitney missing. And here is Crawford. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Now here's MP. Defended by Neely. Neely with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Vipers will retain possession. From deep three-point range. And that concludes the first half. The Valley Vipers on top, up 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. The second half just about to get going here.
I like the way he's controlling this game. He isn't forcing things and getting loose with the ball, only making smart passes.
And that kind of discipline is the best way to impress a coach. He's showing he can manage a game, stay in control, and still give the offense a jolt.
As the New York Knicks affiliate, Westchester has seen its share of talent on the roster, that's for sure, Tim.
It hasn't translated to a ton of success on the court, though. They've only won one playoff round since 2014, but that doesn't detract from the fans' enthusiasm.
Here's White. Great D that time from Ellis. Fast break, here they come. MP, it's good.
You run anytime you can. MP knows that, and he gets out on the break.
White outside. Pass to Whitney. To the middle. Brooks. He's guarded by Ellis. And it's good.
Damn.
2 points.
I just love watching a center like Brooks go to work like this, especially because he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Now MP. He's got 21. Off the mark there with the 3.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Making his presence felt, Neely draws the whistle.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. MP outside. There's a screen by Ellis. Here's MP. And Ellis with the slam.
Some bully ball there. Ellis pounding the offensive glass.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Brooks. White. Here's Whitney. It's good. The assist that time from White.
How about Ray Whitney going to work in the mid-range?
Here's MP. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He scored most of their points himself. His offense is a big part of their recipe for success.
Whitney outside. Brooks in the post. He's guarded by Ellis. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
Yeah, this game could turn even more sour on them if those are the kinds of mistakes they're going to make.
Need better focus.
And trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing. 2 physical points from MP, showing off some of that weight room work.
And here's Westchester. Oakley outside. Inside. Soft touch off the glass.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
MP outside. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Down low. Here's Miller. Good! It's Miller coming off the feed from MP.
Well, when he's around the rim, Miller is so tough to stop.
Here's Neal. Pass to Neely. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Oakley. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Neely.
Playing like a true 4. Oakley throwing his weight around and taking what he wants inside.
MP outside. From the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, what a savvy move by MP off the pick and roll, finding the gap and exploiting it.
Whitney with it. MP's there. Outside for Oakley. Pass to Neal. Now Neely. Over Smith. Neely, no good. MP with it. And he has 28 points for the game. The 15-footer, and no good trying to get that one. And here at the end of the third. Now a timeout called by Rio Grande. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Getting aggressive inside. MP really playing without any fear in the paint.
Brooks, that's good.
Great job to hit his teammate on the move.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Got that one up quick.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Brooks, he's guarded by Ellis. 4 on the shot clock. From the wing. The shot by Brooks, no good. Now here's MP. Time called here. The Vipers decide to talk it over. Now here's MP. Guarded by White. Here's MP for 3. Rebounded by Oakley. White outside. Pass to Oakley. Now here's Brooks. White outside. Offline with the 3. MP outside. And the 3 off target. And here's Westchester. And here's Whitney. Puts it up from 12, and that's good for 2.
Impressive job by the point guard Whitney, finishing inside there. Look, he doesn't fear going in amongst taller players.
The Vipers with another miss. Here's White, and he banks in the layup.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
MP outside. And White with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Vipers as Rio Grande retains possession. And here's MP from the arc. Takes the 3. Lays out. But they get it back from past the arc. Whitney grabs the board. Pass to Oakley. It's Neely on the wing. Now Brooks. The rebound by Cox. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Miller can't get it to go. Oakley outside. Here's Whitney. Oakley. Oh, there's the alley! And with this win, NP and his Vipers have to... Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. And as the regular season of the G League starts to wind down, we bring you the Rio Grande Valley Vipers and the Noblesville Boom.
Now, this is a great time for the Vipers to gear up and get ready for the playoffs. They know they just need a few more wins, and they can secure home court advantage.
And for the Boom, they would love to play the spoiler here, and they do have the talent to do so.
Well, for the Boom, there are a lot of players who have shown some promise, and this is the kind of game where they are looking to make a statement with their play. A lot left for them to play for.
This is a great test for the Vipers in this one. They've been playing so well, but I'll tell you what, this Noblesville Boom team, I mean, they're tough to beat.
Looking at the lineup we'll see from the Boom, they can score from a number of positions, but Vaughn ties it all together at the point guard. And in the starting five for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, MP and Trace Miller have completely changed the dynamic of this starting group. And with the Boom, they never stop coming at you.
Yeah, Blake, the Boom have one of the deepest rotations in the league, and they will wear you down. The Vipers, they might get out ahead early, but the difficult part is holding on to that lead.
Now here's Anderson. Erickson, he's guarded by Ellis. Pass to Stevenson. Here's Hodges. Just 5 on the clock. Vaughn. And a great assist by Hodges as that one goes in. With MP and Trace and now Crawford all on the Vipers, you wonder who they consider the go-to player.
This is something that can change from game to game at any level of basketball, but especially here in the G League. I don't think there's a clear answer, but it's something to keep an eye on with RGV.
Miller with the bucket.
This is why you gotta put a body on Miller, or he's gonna make you pay, and pay dearly.
Up top, Erickson. Vaughn outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, you might not think of him as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for him.
MP outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching the three from the other end, MP dueling.
Inside, here's Vaughn. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I have to say, since MP came over to the Vipers from Delaware, he is really impressed. I mean, we talk about the talent, and it's there. We knew that. But he looks more confident in this system, and he's definitely matured as a player.
No doubt, and you can see he's still got a lot of upside. MP is showing he's an NBA caliber player, and I'm starting to hear there are a few teams who might be looking at him in the upcoming draft.
Now here's Vaughn. He has 7. Anderson deflected and stolen by Ellis. And MP again.
Well, I love the initiative MP showed there on the break. Saw the opportunity, and he just went for it.
Outside, Erickson. Pass to Vaughn. Crafty move. Miller pulls it in. The Vipers with the lead. And for the Noblesville Boom, not quite the season they'd hoped for. Brian, early injuries derailed them, and they won't have a postseason run this year.
Yeah, the Boom turned into the bust. I mean, with the amount of depth, they were quite a thing at times to start the season. But all it takes is a few twisted ankles, and all of a sudden, the goals of the team are completely reshaped.
Stevenson, he's covered by Smith. Hodges, no good.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky. They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Now here's Erickson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And another miss by Noblesville. Well, you look at Coach Lee of Rio Grande Valley, and he's one of the up-and-coming coaches in the sport, Tim. Some great X's and O's.
I really like him, and you can see the fire that he played with when he was a player. It still comes through on the sidelines. A great mind for the game that is carried on from his former days as a point guard to now designing plays for his team.
Back to Vaughn. Erickson. Outside Hodges. Up top Erickson. Vaughn. Covered by MP. Can they get it? Vaughn. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Valley Vipers on. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. Here's MP. 15 points in the game. And it's blocked by Erickson.
You got to do better than that against Erickson.
Looking at this lengthy homestand to close out the season for the Vipers, and what a great way to get tuned up for the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. And if they can stay hot during this stretch, they'll have an outside chance of getting home court advantage throughout the playoffs. They could end up playing close to 10 straight games right here at home, depending on how far they go.
Back to Smith. Crawford outside. And the three off target. And here's Noblesville now. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Pass to Baxter. Stevenson outside. Here's Baxter. Shot clock at 6. And here's Stevenson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's MP. Score the bucket. He is 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And finally, someone scores.
It has not been pretty, I'll say that much, but these offenses have been flowing like molasses.
Going as slow as a three-toed sloth.
And here's Stevenson outside. Another miss there by Stevenson. High post MP. He's got 17. There's the three. Trace putting the ball right into MP's shot pocket.
We're tuned into the one-man show in this one. MP carrying the load and scoring it very well.
Vaughn outside. Pass to Baxter. Back to Vaughn. Carr. There's the three. The offensive rebound. Stevenson outside. Vaughn outside. Now Stevenson. Erickson guarded by Holland. Vaughn for three. Holland pulls it in.
Some of the shots he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse.
Pass to Miller. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 attempts.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Stevenson outside. Outside Hodges. Stevenson. Pass to Vaughn. Now Hodges. 6 to shoot. Here's Erickson. He's guarded by Ellis. Erickson, no good. To the inside. Here's Miller. And dunk by Miller.
They aren't taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep on adding to their score.
Yeah, I mean, it's never a good idea to back off, and it doesn't look like that thought has even crossed their mind.
Credit the head coach for pushing this team.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Hodges. Vaughn. Stevenson. He's covered by Smith. Vaughn for three. No good. And the duo of MP and Trace have been setting the tone so far.
No doubt they're getting after it.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Vipers ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen.
He's filling it up so far. To be a successful NBA point guard, you have to be able to create your own offense.
Yeah, that's changed over the years, and he's proving he can be that type of player, doing a great job taking advantage of any opening that he gives him.
Putting pressure on the interior. MP gets the defense in a compromising position.
Now Anderson. Down low. Shot's good by Erickson.
That's a big man move by Erickson, imposing his will.
Rio Grande with the ball. And here's MP from the arc. The rebound by Hodges. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Erickson. Hodges. Clock at 6. Vaughn for 3. Vaughn missing again.
That's a shot you want to take if you're looking for the 3. Defense totally off balance.
Here's MP. Buries it down low.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
Vaughn outside. Outside Erickson. Hodges. Stevenson outside. That 3 off the mark. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part, it gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in.
You've got to get out on that if you're on D. MP proving he can be dangerous from deep.
Pass to Erickson. And here is Vaughn. Some solid D there from MP. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now Miller. The tray. It's hauled in by Anderson. Pass to Vaughn. Erickson. Now here's Hodges. Over Miller. Hodges, no good. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow. He's becoming one of the toughest guys to guard in the G League. MP, great at getting whistles.
The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. That one falls, so he hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Stevenson outside. Hodges. He's guarded by Ellis. Shot to stop the run. And Hodges with the slam.
Yeah, look, when you give Hodges this kind of positioning, you deserve to get dunked on. He was ready for that one.
MP outside. Parsons up top. Expanding his range. It's hauled in by the boom. Right side Anderson. Outside Hodges. Pass to Vaughn. Stevenson. Here's Baxter. Defended by Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Vaughn outside. Here's Hodges. And it's blocked by Miller.
Great athleticism shown here by Trace to get the swat.
Here's Parsons. Soft touch off the glass.
That's just what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the defense with that one.
Here's Vaughn. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Baxter. Outside Hodges. Here's Baxter. And stolen by Ellis. MP outside. Yes! And a nice assist from Smith.
Shooting on pure instinct. The moment the ball touched his hands, MP knew exactly what to do with it.
And he's finally able to knock one down.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From downtown, it's hauled in by Stevenson. Vaughn outside. Out to the right wing. Stevenson outside. Over Parsons. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blow. So both teams changing it up here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
Gosh, you look at him, you watch him, and you notice his mechanics, they're totally out of whack. He's lost all feel for his shot.
And you can tell that just by looking at his numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Boy.
Just 5 to shoot. From beyond the arc, the rebound by Erickson. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Stevenson. Outside Erickson. Vaughn. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's what you want to see from your point guard, Vaughn, getting some points inside.
MP on the wing. He's covered by Vaughn. It's Parsons on the wing. MP. And a great assist by Parsons as that one goes in.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Pass to Vaughn. Now Hodges. Vaughn outside. And it's blocked by Miller. MP outside. Outside Cox. Here's MP for 3. Noblesville grabs the miss.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
Outside Anderson. Hodges. Pass to Anderson. Now here's Erickson. Defended by Miller. Erickson, no good. MP outside. Anderson with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Stevenson. Back to Anderson. Erickson. Stevenson for 3. Outside Anderson. To the left side wing. Pass to Erickson. Stevenson. Covered by MP. 4 on the clock. And here's Hodges. Off target from 3-point range. Well, it's a great win for Rio Grande Valley. They
Ooze. Yo, MP. Ooze.
Hey, I hear you guys impressed. You know, the Pro-Am was great. It got people talking. But definitely. I mean, right now, you look like a lottery pick.
So we have to win and both look good while we do it.
Exactly.
MP.
My boy.
Oh, man.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the G League playoffs. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. Round one action coming up with the Rio Grande Valley Vipers playing host to the Coachella Valley Lakers.
There is nothing quite like single elimination basketball, and that's what the G League playoffs are all about. I love the talent that both the Lakers and
So Rio Grande will get the first possession.
it's the start of the playoffs here in the G League with the one-seeded Vipers taking on the Coachella Valley Lakers. In these single elimination games, you simply cannot take anything for granted.
And yep, it's good. And Coachella Valley has possession. Looking at who Coachella Valley will begin the game with, Farrell and Clayton are about as strong of a forward pairing as you can ask for here in the G League. And checking in on who the Vipers will send out this opening playoff game, what a turnaround this team has shown. And the Vipers will have home court advantage for as long as they play. The Lakers were just able to sneak in as the 8th seed the last week of the season.
One thing we do know, though, the Lakers are a team that can punch above their weight class. Since the addition of Beach earlier in the year, they've been a much more dynamic team with their talented front courts.
Here's Ellis. Good D by Ball. We played just over a minute here in the first. And Jalen Beach was traded earlier this year. He's done a good job for himself since the move to Coachella Valley.
And for Beach, the question was always how he progressed from his injury. He's looking more and more explosive, and you wonder if he's finally back to the athletic dynamo he once was.
And here's Farrell. Outside Beach. Pass to Guerrero. Back to Beach. Oh, and it's blocked by Miller.
That's just excellent anticipation from Miller.
And Coachella Valley has possession. And he gets it to go. Here's MP. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And prior to this playoff game, MP and Miller actually made an appearance at Cade Cunningham's Pro-Am event.
And what a show they put on. A Pro-Am like that, it isn't anywhere close to organizing competitive basketball, but you have to tip your hat to MP and Miller for showing they can compete with some great players.
Here's Guerrero. Beach gets a three-pointer to fall.
Often labeled a raw talent, it's a good sign when that three ball is falling for Beach.
Miller with the ball. Here's MP, and he drops in the layup off glass.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one over the big fella.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Here's Guerrero. Here's Beach. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Something we've seen since the start of the calendar. MP and Trace building chemistry. They're a fantastic 1-2 punch.
Well, you open the book, and they are always on the same page, and neither seems to care about who gets the glory. Their rival has completely altered the season for Rio Grande Valley.
Here's Guerrero. Oh, and it's blocked by Miller. And stolen by Cooper. To the middle. Oh, Beach finishes the play.
Great to see Beach getting up like that. You know, obviously he had that terrible knee injury, and he's showing progress.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. Yep, that one goes.
A nice conclusion to a good-looking possession. Coach has got to be happy about that one.
In the Coachella Valley Lakers, turning in a respectable effort so far this year. Had some ups and downs, but remained competitive throughout.
And this feels kind of weird to say, but the Lakers are probably not going to go far in the playoffs. But the talent they brought in and the talent they've developed, well, there's a lot to like going forward.
Here's Guerrero. Cooper outside. Back to Farrell. Guerrero out to the wing. Here's Beach. That one is off. The Vipers with the lead. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. Everyone's thrilled to see MP scoring like this, especially him. Consistent production. That's what he needs to make the move up from the G League to the NBA.
Here's Guerrero. Pass to Beach. Over Miller. And that one comes up a bit short.
Some of the shots he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse.
MP on the wing. Cooper defending. Here's MP. Some solid defense from Cooper. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The first round of these G League playoffs called here, the Vipers decide to talk it over. During this timeout, I fully expect the players to refuel with Gatorade. It hydrates better than water.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why it's many people's go-to drink of choice off the bench.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game. Solid on the one-hand slam.
And when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
2 easy points.
Yeah, he's an extremely reliable finisher.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's MP, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
A little too much physicality from the defense, and it's going to give MP an opportunity at the line.
And so he makes them both from the line. Coachella Valley trailing here. Outside Beach. Looking to end his cold spell. Oh, Beach finishes the play.
Simply refusing to let the defense get to him. Beach using every bit of that muscle to convert through contact.
Now here's MP. 17 points in the game. Score that one for his 8th field goal, and that's 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate shooting night. Now here's Reynolds, covered by MP. Outside Reynolds. Oh, and it's blocked by Miller. For 3, Smith drains the three-pointer.
Ready to fire. Smith with some Fast hands.
Now here's Reynolds. He's tightly guarded. Back to Farrell. Reynolds, covered by MP. Outside Reynolds. 6 on the shot clock. And the call is going to be, yep, an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, or they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I'm not afraid to say that I think maybe they got that one wrong.
It could go either way.
And it hits MP.
Using the screen, MP gets the space he needs and takes it himself.
Now here's Reynolds, covered by MP. Pass the ball. Farrell. They can't stop the run with that one. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's not an easy one to master, the pull-up. Credit MP for working on his game.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
He's seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a clear message to his team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
Now here's Beach. He's got 9. Over Miller. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back rim and in.
You have to lock Beach down at multiple levels. He doesn't have to be at close range to score.
MP, it's good.
Starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, they're on a big run. I'd say this is the beginning of the end.
I'd say you're right.
Beach, covered by MP. Pass to Beach. Over Smith. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Let the big man eat. Beach is getting to his spots and dominating right now. Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky. Busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
That was slick. The D had no chance.
None.
Yeah, he was one step ahead all the way.
MP outside. Miller left side. Ellis for 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So we conclude the first half. The Valley Vipers on top. They lead by 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. We welcome you back in for this second half of postseason basketball here in Edinburgh, Texas. The one thing people point to with Coachella Valley is their player development.
That and the festival every year that we go to all the time. They've also had a number of players find success in NBA rotations, and that's one of my favorite parts about the G League.
Now here's Cooper. Still getting warmed up offensively, no buckets yet in the game for him. Miller pulls it in. The Vipers leading. Here's MP for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Smith.
Wow, MP going deep into his range. You don't see that often here in the G League.
Now here's Ball. Outside Beach. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Guerrero. Rebounded by the Vipers. Fast break. Here come the Vipers. And that one good.
Got ahead of the pack, and Crawford was able to score easily.
Coachella Valley with the ball. 11-point game. And Tim, you look at these G League Lakers. They've really bounced around to different areas in Southern California.
Starting.
Wow!
Watch out.
Clear for takeoff.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Why not?
Yeah, I agree, Blake. Now's when they need a spark the most.
Wasted no time on that one.
They've hardly needed anyone else to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all their offense.
Here's Guerrero, covered by MP. Here's Beach. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game. Smith on the wing. To the inside. Ellis. And Ellis with the slam.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Back to ball. Shot clock at 6. Guerrero. Pass to Cooper. Shoots over Crawford. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's Ellis. MP. The three-pointer off the mark. Inside. Oh, and it's blocked by Miller. The three. It's hauled in by Cooper. Outside Beach. Cooper, covered by MP. Pass to Beach. Puts it up. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
So much confidence at his size. Beach with a textbook jumper.
MP outside. And here's Miller. From downtown, the Vipers with another miss. Outside, Farrell. Guerrero. Back to Farrell. Outside Beach. And it's blocked by Miller. And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense. And the Lakers making a change here. Now MP. 33 points for him. And it's blocked by Wesley.
Protecting the house. Wesley saying no, no.
And here's Cooper. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Guerrero. Clock at 6. Nice D from MP. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely on the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Now Holland. Back to MP. The tray. The rebound by Wesley. Farrell, covered by Parsons. Cooper outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's MP, and it's blocked by Wesley. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Vipers ahead, up by 12. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. We're getting into the fourth quarter on this. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Game moves along, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. MP outside. Pass to Ellis. MP. Good, and Ellis gets the assist.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Oh, and it's blocked by Miller. Here's MP for three, and the Vipers another tray.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Pass the ball, down low, and out of bounds. The Vipers will take it. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Good on the bucket.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Outside Beach. Back to Cooper. Pass to Guerrero. Shot clock at 5. Here's Beach. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, for a player with the size of Beach, you want them getting touches around the rim.
Oh, got it! An absolute dime by MP, making it easy for Trace. Here's Guerrero, covered by MP. Back to Farrell. Pass to Beach. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Vipers. Here's Smith. On the wing, Miller. MP, Cooper defending. And it's MP missing. And Coachella Valley has possession. Now here's Farrell. Guerrero. Screened by Beach. Off target from three-point range. MP with it. To the paint. Miller. And Miller finishing it off.
Well, that's a clean pass by MP in the pick and roll, showing his ability to run the offense effectively for his squad.
Here's Guerrero. Miller pulls it in. And the Vipers with the ball. They have a 22-point lead, and it's the most they've led by. Outside Smith. And with that, the Rio Grande Valley Vipers have won, and they've punched their ticket.